Hey, this is Danielle, and I'm going to show you how to make an easy Pinewood Derby photo board today.
Hey, it's Danielle, and today I'm going to be making a driver's license thing for kids to take photos at for the Pinewood Derby with Scouts. So I got this piece of scrap wood here. I'm starting with this random size because I just had the scrap left over. I'll give you the sizes in the description and in the blog post on 𝐷IYDanielle.com. So I've got it all set up, and I want to cut out the window so people can put their head in there so they can take a picture. So this here, I have drilled through here, and I've got my jigsaw to go ahead and cut around. Okay, so I need to clean this up a little, but I've also drawn a place here to cut out. This is where the race car is going to be. This is just going to have some information that people can write in or edit in. We've got Pinewood Derby. We'll add those all with permanent vinyl after. And then we'll have our pack number here. We're gonna have a Scout logo here. So last thing I just need to do is cut that with the jigsaw. Okay, so I have these two cut out, and I want to put this here so the race car can fit right on top. I'm hoping this will be tall enough, actually. I may end up cutting more height. I feel like that's plenty. I don't think there's any cars that should be taller than that. But what I want to do is just create a gap here so that way it can kind of slide right on top here. So I'm going to lower my blade on my table saw just to cut through part way. So you can see I added a groove here. I need to go at one more pass, I think, here, like right to the side of it, so it's wide enough so the board will fit right on top of this here. Okay, so I've got it, and then this can fit right on top of here, and I can put some glue to hold it on there. Okay, so here it is. It is ready to prime and paint. I could glue this in first, but I think it'll be easier to prime it separate. Okay, just adding some paint primer. Okay, so the paint all dried. I'm going to glue this on, but I want to glue these on as well. So I just wanted to frame this out just because I scraped this up a little bit. I had the jigsaw in the wrong setting. Not a big deal. I can just cover it. This is lattice. So I'm just cutting this at an angle just to cover it. I'm going to glue these pieces on, measure this out, and add this. And I'm just going to glue these. Okay, so this is a fleur-de-lis apparently. It's not exactly the same one as the Scouts, but it's pretty close. I think it's just a variation of the fleur-de-lis. This is the closest one I could find in Design Space. These I actually imported from Canva. I just did the text. So I need to readjust these to the size I need. You're going to adjust this based on the size of your board and everything else you want to do. I just measured to see like what would fit where. I want to do this as 3x3 or 5x5 depending on where I put it. So I've got it locked. And so I want to set it at a 3 at the max. And I was going to put this right next to it. And the max height this can be is 3 inches. So I'm just going to adjust the height up here to 3 inches. And that brings this down to 15.62 inches wide. Now this is actually going to be in blue. So I want to switch this because I've got a separate color for that. Everything else I'm doing in black. Attach all these. And I want to attach that, and I want to attach this, and I want to attach this here. That way they don't print separate. I'm going to go back to make it. Again, without that, there we are. Can give that a little extra room, and that a little extra room, because why not? So this is going to be, again, smart vinyl. Again, smart vinyl without matte. And I am going to cut it. I don't need to mirror it or anything. I'm going to click continue, choose smart vinyl, connect my machine, and load it up and press go. Okay, so I'm just going to weed around these designs. So you're just, if you haven't weeded before, you can see the cut design and you just pull away the excess. It's a little tricky on smaller text. It's really easy on something like this. I'm not going to video this whole thing because it's long. Okay, so I've got it all set up and I'm going to transfer everything over. This I'm leaving blank so people can like Photoshop in their actual name. I didn't want to set it up so that we could write it on there. I guess I could, but like, I guess I'm just a little concerned about, I think it'll look better if we just Photoshop it in versus having something to write on. I may change my mind, we'll see. But I will transfer everything over using transfer tape. That's this stuff. If you do not know how to use this or use permanent vinyl, just check out my blog post on permanent vinyl because it has all the details there. But I'm just going to transfer all these over. Okay, last but not least, I'm adding some glue. I'm hoping this will work. My glue is kind of sketchy. And I'm going to put this right here and have the tires and have it not slip one way or the other. I ended up putting 2 pieces of thin lattice here that were already white, so I didn't have to do anything. And then I added 2 little teeny cuts of lattice to keep the tires from rolling. Okay, so here it is if you want to look at it just separate from the car, and here it is with the car on it. And this is what it looks like all together when you're taking your pictures. I hope this helps. Enjoy. Please check out my blog, DIYDanielle.com, and subscribe to my channel.